All right, y'all, we're back. And yesterday we talked about abandonment issues and all those lovely things. So today I want to talk about how to heal from those abandonment issues, because that's what we need to do in order to grow and better ourselves, for ourselves and others around us, our loved ones. So first things first, I would say the first way to heal is to simply forgive your parents. Or forgive whoever caused the abandonment issues that you currently have. I know that is difficult, especially if you don't understand why they did it, or feel like why they did it is unexcusable. The only way you're going to move past anything that anyone has done to you is by forgiving them. Forgiving them also does not mean that you have to take them back. You have to receive them back into your life. Forgiveness is more for yourself than the other person. It allows you to let go of the things that hurt you or causing you pain or holding you back. And we don't want to be held back no more. So forgive those who harmed you and caused these issues, because we no longer want to hold on to these things. We're trying to do better and be better. We got to leave the things in the past. So forgive your parents, your guardians, your grandma, grandpa, whoever. Forgive them. Next, we need to have positive self-talk. So I need you to either, when you're in the mirror, talking to yourself, calling yourself beautiful, intelligent, smart, hardworking, determined. Don't sit there and tell yourself that you're stupid, you're dumb, you don't know anything, you're ugly, because you already have the world telling you that. Why should you add your own voice into the mix of a world that already dislikes you as a whole? Because the world, for most people, is not kind to anyone. It eats you up and spits you right back out. We all know this. So we at least deserve kindness from ourselves. If we don't get it from anyone else, you at least need to give it to yourself, because again, you're with yourself the most. So why not enjoy your own company? And you're not going to enjoy your own company if the person you're talking to all the time is annoying, and if they are talking down on you. If that was another person, you wouldn't want to be around them. You wouldn't want to be their friend. You're probably telling about themselves if you were even brave enough to do that. So don't be that person to yourself. That literally makes no sense at all. So positive self-talk. If you're going through a hard time, just tell yourself, don't give up. Like you're working out, you don't want to do that last minute. Tell yourself you can do it. Don't give up. You believe in yourself. Constantly doing that over time, you will actually learn to believe in yourself. And that's the trick that you have to do with your mind. You know, our mind is a very powerful system, and God has truly blessed us with that. He gave that to us over all the fish in the sea, all the birds in the air, and all the animals that roam around this earth with us. He blessed us with a conscious and a mind that is powerful. And you can train that mind just like you can train any muscle in your body. So, to train your mind to learn how to love yourself and talk healthy to yourself, talk positive to yourself, which is going to improve your life overall, improve your confidence, improve your love for yourself. There's only good that comes out of positive self-talk, so might as well do it. And I'm trying to think, what was the third one I said? Oh, the third one is to show up for yourself. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, actually do that. And I am talking to myself as well, because I am good at saying I'm going to wake up at a certain time, and when that time comes, I'm hitting that snooze button. And then I wake up later and be upset with myself because I didn't follow through with the things I said, or I feel lazy, or I feel unsuccessful because I didn't do a simple task. And sometimes I can be truly hard on myself. And I know there's probably other people out there like that too, who expect a lot out of themselves, and then when they don't meet one certain criteria, you're a failure, you're this, you're that. So I'm right there in the same boat with y'all, where I'm learning to have more positive self-talk, give myself grace, but also expect a lot out of myself because I know what I'm capable of. But back to what I was saying, show up for yourself. So if you say you're going to get up at 5 a.m., get up at 5 a.m. Even if that's 5:05, 5:15, that's still That's still 5 a.m. 5 is still the hour. So as long as you're up by that time and 5 is within the hour, I consider it a win. And I've also learned through Mel Robbins. I think I've talked about that, where I started listening to her more recently, and she has the 5-second method or 5-second rule, something like that, where you count down from 5, and after you get to 1, you get up and do whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. So, for example, once your alarm goes off at 5 a.m., you count down from 5, and then you get up, stop your alarm, and get up. Simple as that. It gives your body time to adjust and make a conscious thought process, instead of as soon as you hear your alarm go off, hitting snooze immediately. It gives your brain no time to actually make a conscious decision. It's just relying on habits. And especially if you're trying to develop a habit in order to break an old one, you need to have the conscious flow of thoughts in order to make a conscious decision to act on that new habit that you are trying to create. So I would definitely give the 5-second rule method, whatever it's called, a try. And also I would recommend listening to Mel Robbins. She honestly feels like another mom, just talking to me through life, which I love, because I can respect that. I'm willing to learn, and she explains things in a sense that I can understand, and like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I should apply that to my life too. So I definitely, if you haven't heard of her, haven't seen her, haven't listened to a podcast or a video, I definitely recommend listening into her, because she's amazing. She's already starting to change my life for the better. So I want that same thing for you. Anyways, in my fourth and final tip for healing from attachment is to recognize your triggers. As you go along on this healing journey, you will come across situations that will trigger you. And once those triggers happen, you need to take a step back and look over the overall event of what happened before the trigger, what happened during the trigger, and what happened after. So you can see what caused it, what prompted the trigger for you to react a certain way, and then analyze the way your behavior, and then analyze what you did after, and then make adjustments to those. Because as you're making those adjustments, you're improving yourself, you're improving your awareness of yourself, which is big. If I could give a round of applause, I would. I'm gonna insert round of applause because it's making you way more self-aware. It's correcting your behavior towards certain situations that are occurring. For example, say your boyfriend is going out with his friends for the weekend, but y'all usually spend the whole weekends together. But say he wants to go hang out with his friends. Instead of immediately catching an attitude with him, or going off on him, or getting your feelings about it, take a step back and recognize, like, oh, we spend every weekend together, but this weekend he wants to take time to himself and prioritize his friends, which is okay, because in the last video we talked about how distance is good in relationship because it allows you to miss each other, and that y'all need to have your own lives outside of the relationship. So that type of situation caters to both, and it's not him attacking you, saying that he doesn't want to spend any time with you, or that he doesn't like spending time with you, or anything like that. There's no reason to take it personally, and he's not abandoning you. He's taking time for himself to fuel himself back up so he can show up as a better version of himself for you. So instead of cussing him out and doing all of that, take a step back, realize he needs time to himself and with his friends to fill up his cup, and you can do the same thing. You can do something else with your weekend. You can either take time for yourself, go hang out with your friends, do whatever, and then y'all can see each other the following weekend. But there's no reason to immediately react, take things personally in that type of situation, because one, is just not healthy. You attacking him, or you taking that type of situation personally, is it benefiting neither one of y'all? It's causing an unnecessary problem, an unnecessary argument, and we're too grown for that now. Okay? We're too grown, be honest. So, when triggers like that happen, take a step back. Don't immediately react with your emotions, because that's a whole other can of worms that we can go to another video. But just relax. Think about what you're about to say next. Recognize that it's a trigger, and come out with a better solution or reaction or whatever, depending on what is happening. I just want to give that example because I've been there personally, where I've taken them wanting to do something else with friends or family, or just wanting to be in the house by themselves as a personal attack, as, oh, you don't want to be with me, oh, you don't want to hang out with me, or feel like I did something wrong as to why they don't want to be around me, or nothing like that. And it had nothing to do with that. It's simply they wanted time to themselves, and that's okay. That doesn't mean I did anything or anything like that. So I recognize that was a trigger, and learn to stop taking it personally. Unless the person says, like, it's because of this and that, I choose to believe that it's not because of me. Because if it was me, you would tell me, right? At least I would hope so. So, yeah. Those are my 4 tips on how to start your healing journey on your abandonment issues. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.